One thing about life, it's always changing. The same way these lights keep changing is the same way things around us are constantly changing. You're going to have to evolve. One thing about life, if you remain stagnant, eventually you will die off, you will fall off. We could look at nature, we could look at civilization. Let me ask you a question. What would be the person as human beings, as individuals, we must advance. And the way we advance is by personal growth, personal development, changing our mindset from the conditions that we've been given to the conditions that are more appropriate for the person and the things that we want to be and become. The same way these lights keep changing is the same way things around us are constantly changing. And if we're not changing with it, if we're allowing life to just constantly move forward and we're just sitting back playing the sidelines, just hoping, just wishing that things become different, then when we look back 5, 10, 15, 30 years down the line, we'll be met with regret. That's how a lot of people lay in their deathbeds filled with regret. Regret because they were too afraid to go forward with the dreams and the desires of their heart. They were too afraid to seek a level of education because they thought they were too old. They were too afraid to approach that girl. They were too afraid to quit their job. So they settled for what was comfortable. They settled for the illusion that if they don't defy the odds of their life, if they don't go against the grain and they remain still in the background, then no one's gonna notice them. The thing about life is we can't cheat life. Eventually our past is going to catch up with us. And usually that has a negative connotation, such as, there's only so many times you can get away with stealing. There's only so many times you can get away with speeding. There's only so many times you can get away with drunk driving. But the same thing applies to the positives of that. There's only so many times you can show up in the dark, putting that work in, sacrificing, putting your sweat equity in, that it doesn't pay off. Eventually, your hard work, your sacrifices, you're changing, you're evolving, you're putting pressure in the universe, you're putting pressure in yourself to break free from the shackles that confine you, to break free from the negative mindset, to break free from the shackles that held you captive for the years that you've been alive. Eventually, that's going to give, that's going to break, and that's going to allow you to change from the person that you were to the person that you need to be, to the person that you now are. Life is always changing. Stop thinking that you could play it safe and make your dreams become a reality. Stop lying to yourself, thinking that you could just sit back and not be the main character in your own story. Stop acting like life is something that should just be taken for granted. Every day that I wake up, I'm waking up as if my success is right around the corner. And truth be told, I don't care if I'm wrong. I don't care if I go to bed, I didn't get that success that I thought I was going to get. My dreams didn't become a reality. Because when I wake up tomorrow, next week, next year, I promise you, I'll be a lot closer than I was today. I promise you, tomorrow, I will be a lot closer than I was today because of that mindset. I'm not going to sit back and watch life change. I'm not going to sit back and watch other people change for the better, and I'm remaining stagnant because of fear of failure, because of fear to be different, because of fear of criticism. This YouTube channel, I've been wanting to start this. Ever since I was younger, I aspired to be a motivational speaker. I took detours, but I thank God I'm still on that path. The detours that I took were necessary because they became building blocks. I learned from my mistakes. I met people who shared similar goals and visions. I met people who poured into me. I met people that told me, yo, you have a way with words. You have a way of uplifting people. You have a way of fueling people and making them be filled with, with motivation to go out there and conquer the world. Because of that detour, it allowed me to truly change from my negativity. It allowed me to change with the person that I was. It allowed me to change into the person that I needed to be, the person that I am today. Somebody who has traveled with perspectives with over 30 different countries. Somebody who has built a business from the ground up. Somebody who has employees. Somebody who's giving back to their community. All of these changes happen because of a mindset change. We have to change with life. The same way these lives keep changing is the same way life is going to change. Look back at your life. Take a moment to reflect. 5 years has passed you by. Are you where you are and content, or are you where you know you shouldn't be? I don't even know if I phrased that correctly. This is all off the dome. I'm speaking with you guys from the heart, man. I hate when I see people doing the same thing over and over, getting the same results over and over, and they're beating themselves up as if something was supposed to be different. How are you mad that you're getting the same results when you're doing the same thing over and over again? How are you mad that you keep getting an F on this test, on the test of life, when you keep putting the same wrong answers? Listen, man, I'm speaking in this video so passionately because I know firsthand what it's like not to change. I know firsthand what it's like to remain stagnant because of fear, because of laziness, because of disbelief in your own abilities. I spent too much time watching other people make their dreams become a reality. I spent too much time reading other people's success stories. I spent too much time watching other people go out there in the deep end, watching other people see if they could even become the person that they know they could be. While I was just playing the sideline, man. Don't let that be you. I'm now 30. I could have been where I wanted to be years ago. But the beauty of it is, man, this thing we call life, we should always be in the process of becoming. I'm not there yet. I'll never be there. Life is not a destination, it's a marathon. I want to get better every day. I want to do better every day. I want to become the person I know I could be every day. And that's by focusing on today. That's by focusing on the now. That's by getting in front of this camera, despite the fact that I just worked 6, 7, 8, 10 hours. Despite the fact that I woke up early, I'm tired. Despite the fact of the challenges, my car giving me headaches, people coming in my life, needing something. Despite the outside noise, I need to commit. I am committed to showing up every day in front of this camera. You're watching this video, man. I don't know if it's a short video or if it's a long video, but nothing was written for this video, man. If you're watching this video, don't be afraid to change. And in the process of changing, be ready for people to tell you, damn, what's going on, man? You're different. Why are you acting like that? Who do you think you are? Don't be shunned away by those comments and statements. That right there should be your moment of realization that you're on the right path. Especially if you're changing for the betterment of yourself, your loved ones, and your family. Especially if you're changing in order to make your goals become a reality. I'm not saying go out there and be arrogant. I'm not saying forget where you came from. What I'm saying is be true to your authentic self. If you want to become an entrepreneur, you can't spend your time just in the club lillygagging. You're going to have to start saying no. People are going to get mad. Damn, you're too cool to hang out with us. Little do they know, you're putting in that pain behind the scenes. You're sacrificing. You're changing your ways. You're changing your habits. Change is good when it's for the betterment of you. Change is good when it's for the betterment of those around you. So if you watch this video, man, leave a comment down below. Understand this, life is going to change. And if you're going to change, you better change for the better. It's your boy, DP Motivation. We out, baby. We out.